The last time I cleaned this car, people were kind of upset. Oh, deep scratches is TikTok or Instagram is so negative. Taking a little shortcut here and there is good. I'm gonna wash it from the bottom to the top. Today, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be coating this Lexus LS500. This one right here got my 5-year coating, and this one's gonna get the 5-year coating as well. And so I got some really great feedback on this one. Customers telling me you really got to see like how the water was getting repelled and all that good stuff off of the vehicle. And so now they want to get this one done. Let's go ahead and get the video started. Ah, dang. Oh Lord. Come on. The last time I cleaned this car, people were kind of upset with how I had washed it because I had went up on it from the bottom or whatever. So they can be pretty upset about this video. But as y'all can see, this car is not dirty. Still has tire shine on it from the last time that I washed it. Right now, it's literally just dusty. Look at inside those wheels. The game plan is gonna be a little different. So I'm gonna foam the wheels down. Instead of using Dark Fury, I'm gonna use Road Warrior. I'm gonna foam it onto the wheels, hit the wheels really quick, and then after that, move on to the body because I really don't have to spend that much time on the wheels because the wheels are already clean. I'm using Road Warrior as a pre-soak. I'm diluting it 5-to-1. Road Warrior is like an industrial soap. So I guess you could say like a heavy duty soap. And so I've been using Green All. That's a good all-purpose cleaner. But we're gonna try out Road Warrior. So I'm putting 5 ounces of Road Warrior and then 20-something ounces of just water. Car's brand new. Now it has a couple of miles on it. It did have some sort of coating on it when he first bought it, but now the coating is starting to fail. The dealership had did some damage to it. They had like a big scratch on it from when he brought it to the dealership to get it serviced. And so because of that, I think they repainted something or they just kind of buffed it out, but there's a lot of buffing trails up on the door and coming up to about right here. He also sideswiped the car. It's not no deep scratches, it's kind of light scratches that will come out with just some compounding and then polishing it out. It's a cold day, random cold day in Texas again. Because it's pretty cold, that's a good thing because I can use that to my advantage. That means I can let the soap or whatever I'm using dwell on the vehicle longer versus if it's a hot day, I can only let it dwell for so long. So, because the wheels are not dirty, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pre-soak half the car along with the wheels. I'm gonna come and hit the wheels and then let it sit for a little bit and then rinse it off. What I'm using is Road Warrior. It's diluted 5-to-1 in a foam cannon. So let's go ahead and get this started. Now, if the wheels were dirty, I would just do the wheels first, then do my pre-soak. But because the wheels are not dirty, I'm just gonna go ahead and knock them out while I'm doing the pre-soak, and the weather is good to where I can do stuff like that. And then we're just gonna repeat the same process. So it's not every single time that you can take little shortcuts like what I'm doing where I'm pre-soaking and doing my wheels at the same time, especially with being mobile. But when the conditions are good, when the conditions are there to where you can take a little shortcut that won't really mess the quality of the detail up, then I think it's okay to do it. Like I said, the way that I'm doing it, the wheels, it's a pretty cold day. The vehicle is still pretty clean from the last time that I did it. I can tell that they haven't been driving it much. like I said, taking a little shortcut here and there is good. You can't do it every single time. You got to know when's the right time to take a shortcut. Finished with the whole pre-soaking and doing the wheels. So what I'm gonna do is foam it down. While I'm having some technical difficulties, I just want to remind y'all that if you need any type of premium microfibers, you can head to my store, monation.co. No, I'm not drop shipping. I'm the one who packed the orders and shipped the orders. So I'm a one-man show right now, and I sponsor myself. And every purchase goes towards helping the content get better. Thank y'all. My soap of choice is gonna be Dirt Buster. That's just what I got at the moment. So we'll go ahead and soak it down, foam it down. Y'all know that I said a bunch of times, I don't like the 2-bucket method. So I use the multiple towel method. So on this particular vehicle, I'm gonna wash it from the bottom to the top. And this is gonna piss off a lot of people. And if it pisses you off, what's wrong with the internet? There's a lot of people who complain and say, man, TikTok or Instagram is so negative, but a lot of times those very same people complaining about it is the ones contributing to the negativity. And a lot of times they're mad because you contribute to the negativity and you post negative stuff all the time, and so that's what you attract, and that's what people want to watch on your particular social media platform. You may be wondering, why did this dude just wash the car from the bottom to the top? Honestly, that's just to get views. And it's because if you watch this video, you're gonna realize that number one, I'm doing a correction. Number two, the vehicle is barely even dusty. So it hasn't really moved since the last time that I washed it. So it doesn't really matter how I wash it. And being that I'm doing a correction, it don't really matter if I do a safe wash on it, because even if I put any type of imperfections into the paint, it's gonna come out and I can take it out. And it's not gonna be worse than what's already in the paint. Somebody's gonna be screaming, man, he's putting more damage into the vehicle. Oh my God, I would never let him wash my car. It'll be all right, trust me. And if this bothers you, something is wrong with you. The internet makes you feel like you have to be perfect and have to do things in a perfect way. And you see that with a lot of creators. A lot of creators do things that I know for sure that they're not really doing, but they're only doing it for the internet so they don't get criticized. Like, I know half of the people probably don't be wearing gloves. Sometimes I got gloves on, sometimes I don't. So with that being said, man, don't let the internet think you have to be perfect. Sometimes you can change it up, sometimes you can do things differently. And if there's a way that you do it and it works for you, then you keep on doing that as long as your customers are happy with that. I like to foam it down one last time if I can, and I just let it soak. I'll use the same, whatever I'm using as a pre-soak, that's what I'll use. And I'll just come and hit like the letters and like the cracks and crevices, any spots that I feel like I may have missed. I'll come back and hit those again, rip it off. Just this part right here has PPF, and then the full front bumper has PPF. The mirrors have PPF, And then it has these little things on the side right here. Something that I just noticed is no PPF on this side. Then on this side, there is. So that's a little weird. The holograms on this side, this is where the scratch was from the dealership. And then you can also see in here, so I'm gonna have to clean all that up. See if I can get that out, where they buffed it and they just kind of left the stuff. And it makes it hard to get out because after a while it gets caked up. There's holograms here, holograms all at the top, the bottom, and all through that door right there as well. Okay, this is a good right here. You can kind of see right here, for sure right here. Really on camera, it doesn't look like much. Right here is where you can see the side swipe. Be down there. I'm gonna be using a yellow pad from Rupes. I'm gonna pair it with F6 from Kashkimi. This is a medium polish, so it's gonna get rid of the swirls that it does have, and then the holograms that's in the paint. So the scratch right here was kind of a little deep. I decided to kind of sand it down a little bit. And then now what I'm doing, I did the compounding. Now I'm about to go ahead and just polish this full door. Because in this area, it was a little deeper than some of the other areas right here. So the sun is out right now. What I want to do is I'll pull the car out to do a quick sun check. Just check it out in the sun. So this is what all the holograms were. Looks 10 times better. So even if I have lights and all that other extra stuff, I still like to walk around it, see what it looks like in the sun. I still got some polish right here. From the coating company that I use called Ready. So basically you just spray it on him, on the towel, and you just wipe. Me personally, I don't want to have to do any type of mixing or anything like that. So whatever coating I'm using, I use whatever panel wipe they recommend. Now it's time to start coating. So I like to use the ceramic blocks and the sheets. That's my preferred way of applying a ceramic coating. I also have these on the website as well. So you can go to monation.co if you want some of these. It comes with 1 block and 10 sheets, and then you can do refills. The block has Velcro on the side. You take the sheet, put it on there, and it sticks to the Velcro, and that way you don't have to worry about like having to move around the sheet or having to tuck the sheet or anything like that. It's gonna keep it in place just like that until it's time for you to change. The sheets also have a barrier in the middle to make sure that you don't waste any type of coating, to make sure that the coating is not leaking through onto the block, so it helps you save a little bit of coating as well. Gotta prime the sheet, and I usually go through about like maybe 3 sheets on a car, because I do change them out, because after a while they start to get a little hard. You can start seeing it rainbow, and it's only been about 30 seconds or so, so that means it's time to start wiping it off. So normally what I do is one side I wipe it off. Once I wipe it off, or level it out as you should say, I turn it around I use the other side just to wipe off the excess. And then whenever I put some more down in this section, I'm gonna use that side to level and then keep on with the process. I don't know about y'all, but after I finish with my towels from coating, I just throw them away. As I look at it, it kind of looked like the coating brought out the flakes in this car. You gotta do a sun check. Ooh. This thing was not shining like that before. I tell you that one. It looks good. So now that I'm done with this one, he said something about maybe, I did this one over here, that Toyota Crown. He was really impressed with that one because he said he got caught in the rain. And what happened is he saw like the water just falling off of it, right? And so he was like, let's go ahead and do this one. And now he's saying that, you know, he's thinking about possibly doing this one. Now this one's already coated. It was coated by somebody up in Dallas. He's thinking about recoating it with what I have on this one and that one.